All right, so good morning to you, our viewers, joining us live here on zimai.com. Just a quick news review early this morning as we look into the top stories that we have early this morning. And right now, Emerson Mnangagwa has appointed his own niece to the post of Consular General for Zimbabwe to Scotland. And just as Zimai accurately predicted early last year. It was in April last year, 2019, when right here on Zimai, we released the details of how Emerson Mnangagwa is appointing his own niece, niece wake, mwana mumba make, to the post of Consular General. Yeah, imagine. You need to renew your passport. You need to renew your birth certificate. Or perhaps, you want to get a visa. And the person who's going to be handling your papers is not a government official. They are Emerson Mnangagwa's own family, appointed as family. Nothing to do with government. Our viewers reading this as her name is Heather Mudari. So the title, the story, and the link is right at the top of this video title. So if you go there and you just click, you can read about it. We exclusively exposed this corruption early 2019, soon after the killings of January last year in 2019. Amid protests or protestations, if you know what to call them, from inside ZANU-PF, people questioning Heather Mudari's qualifications for the purpose and the job of a consular general. One thing that we exposed last year, and which we still now, especially at this timing, reveal, is that Heather Mudari had not even, as at April last year, obtained any training whatsoever to the post of Consular General. Yet she was now already operating an office as Consular General. Around that time, we did our investigations and we found out more details, like practically telephoning, and we had stages where people who would call in and they would request services from Heather Mudari. That was how deep the investigation was. So, our viewers, readers, and listeners, just on Sunday, the Sunday Mail now reveals that Heather Mudari is, now officially the Consular General of Zimbabwe to Scotland. Fully, firmly, and officially announced by and through the state media, the Sunday Mail. If you jump on zimai.com, you'll be able to read about it. Once again here, just on the side as a personal commentary from my experiences, I first met Heather Mudari. It was back in 2018 in August when she harassed me soon after the Chatham House presentation by Mngube, the finance minister, when I raised hard-hitting questions on the looting of people's bank accounts, people's Nostro accounts, soon after the 1 August shooting. So it was in September 2018 when Heather Mudari, coming out of Chatham House, came to harass me for having raised the question of looting to Mngube. Questions whose answers Zimbabweans are now seeing practically as their Nostra accounts, their Forex accounts are raided. And the country is now literally in the ditch. That is the Heather Mudari we are talking about. Our viewers, readers, and listeners, if you want to read about her, get in there. Momoona niece wa Emerson Mnangagwa aitwa Consular General, practically an ambassador of Zimbabwe to Scotland. As a side observation, this development strongly points to how Emmerson Mnangagwa is encouraging the nation of Scotland to split from the United Kingdom. So we all know, to those who are based in Europe, especially in the UK, how sensitive the subject of Scottish independence or dependence is at present. Mnangagwa seems to be on the side of kukwenenjera mascots utivatize this beautiful nation. So now, our viewers, witnesses, one story there, you can read more about it. I shouldn't have talked this much because there's more detail in there that is better explained in text, broad form. Another story here coming today, how soldiers will be killed if they dare touch civilians this time. Zimbabweans are now sophisticated. Our viewers, witnesses, we get to learn this weekend. Now, what I personally thought was witchcraft. These are those things that we used to be told when we're growing up, and we're told my powers. But I got to understand at the weekend that this is perfect science, that bees are pets that are easier trained by us than dogs. So it's easier to train a bee than a dog than it is to train a dog. And this is coming after some soldiers were given a thorough lesson in Kuwadzana. Our viewers, witnesses, this was a weekend story, but you can read more about it. Just last night, people are now coming in, experts, they're now coming in to explain to us the wonders of bees. Bees protect and well, this is an interesting phenomenon. What many people thought was so-called witchcraft, was so-called mythical powers, is perfect science. That bees, nyuchi, they can protect you. One thing that I wanted to throw out there, I'll just tease you with it before you read the story. We were told by an epidemiologist just last night, an expert who's got a PhD in keeping bees, that bees can kill an elephant. Yeah, bees. A bee sting is as dangerous, the sting is that of a cobra. This is what we were told. And guess what we were also told? If you get stung by a bee while you're over in, let's say, in Maybarain, and then you run away, you escape, the bee leaves something on your body. That thing which makes you to identify you. So if you run away, and then now you're now in Norton there, that thing, that sting that it has left in your skin, it will be smelt by other bees from Norton, and they'll go after you. And those bees will give you because they'll identify you as an enemy. And then they'll finish you. This is what we're told, that bees can kill an elephant. I never heard any stuff like that, but we heard about it at the weekend of yours. But when we click the link there, you can learn about it. You'll also learn how bees are being tamed to detect weapons. Soldiers will detect. Someone was saying as a commentary at the weekend, these are exciting times that we are now in as a nation. Yeah, justice upon justice. So yes, here of yours, witnesses, I need to go because I might end up talking into the morning. I have to finish. But anyway, the title shows you some of the stories. Just click title up. You can click the links and you can read for yourselves. Please do come back and give us feedback. We need your feedback every time. Sometimes we can make mistakes. We also need to know some subjects and things that we should be aware of so that we can make our research, our journalistic work better, serve our community. It's a very good morning to your viewers, witnesses, and victory to the Zimbabwean people as we get into the end of July. Good morning.